Hello Zimbabwe, welcome to another video. I'm here to talk about the challenges facing Zimbabwe. The challenges facing Zimbabwe are spiritual. Unfortunately, many Zimbabweans are failing to recognize the signs. The signs are there. Everything is there to show us that the challenges that we're facing are spiritual. The challenges that we're facing are spiritual, and we're failing to recognize the signs. Now, earlier on there was rains in the previous years which washed away people, houses, um, cattle. We did not take heed. The sun became very hot, very, very hot. We did not take heed. And now diseases, locusts are coming to Zimbabwe. Locusts are coming to Zimbabwe. We want them to come, but locusts are coming. Locusts are coming. Unless you that things are happening, that that something change is not going to come to Zimbabwe. There will be no economic progress in Zimbabwe. There will continue to be disaster, man-made, natural, and all forms of suffering. So at this juncture, at this point in time, we need to recognize that there is a spiritual dimension to the challenge. Once we realize that there is a spiritual dimension to the challenges that are facing Zimbabwe, we begin to act in the spiritual mode. Now, in a previous video, I spoke about curses. I stated that Zimbabwe is cursed, and I spoke about a few curses, but there are many. You can come up with your research and find out. So definitely, the challenges of Zimbabwe are spiritual. Now, in any spiritual, you have to have spiritual tools. You have to have spiritual tools. You have to have a spiritual equipment. You must equip yourself spiritually to take on the enemy. Now, in Zimbabwe, the fight is spiritual. I've seen people arguing in parliament. I've seen rallies being held. I've seen demonstrations being made. I've seen people trying to reason, trying to say, oh, no, this is not good. Try this, speaking in a good way. Trying to reason, trying to use logic. But no change has happened in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe continues on a path in which the citizens are complaining, the citizens are suffering, the citizens are unhappy, the citizens are leaving the country, brain drain, all those things. This is a sign. It is a sign. These are signs. So we need to equip ourselves spiritually so that we can fight this fight. Now, this is not a fight against people or a party but it is a fight against principalities so that we can straighten our lives. Okay? But of course, it takes the human dimension and it takes the physical dimension at the end of it. But the fight itself is spiritual.